move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Pepper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cincinnati Bengals and our home team. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game.
Let's go, fellas. Down. 8 read. Topper. Hey, Delta. Switch. Hey. SOS. Fire.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Look at me. Zipper.
To throw again, Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
ball. Gone, gone.
Slam. Hey, alert three.
Two.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Don't get nervous. Out.
Hit it.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Let's go.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Switch.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and he'll be taken down at the 34. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Haywood. 61, matchbox, right.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. In a game of this magnitude, it's always good to get out to a great start. But a game of this magnitude, you go up early, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. Psychologically, you now have the advantage as well as on the scoreboard. And also, it's a settling effect for your team. You're in it now. You've got the lead. Let's just go play some more ball.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
On the
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically
and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 51 yards. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Set up. 18 Gators.
Right there. 56.
Hey, wahoo!
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 56, the mic, boys. 56.
Go.
56.
Fire.
Throwing on first down. Daniels. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown. Brashad Perriman there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point try good by Gano, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Haskins, 3rd and long. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. They run forward with Breida. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now Haskins to throw it. He's going to fire one. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 42 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels lets it go for Nelson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty simple.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now they try the right side here. Room here to run. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Matt Breida with his second touchdown here in this first half. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Daniels completes it to Samuel. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Hey, echo.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, Daniels. He's going to go up top for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more? Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Switch gears.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. Yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6, 5.
From the gun, Daniels. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey.
Throwing again. Daniels. Hauling it in, Nelson. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
This one fielded at the 5. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
I got you. I got you.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
Check 52, 49.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Let's get off the field, D. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now a handoff looking right, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here.
A 31-yard attempt. That's the end of the third quarter with the score Bengals 28, Chargers 17.
Prater's kick is good, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Looking to throw. Daniels. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Go, go.
Check 9, check 9. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Go.
Stay at home, stay at home, stay at home.
Now.
To throw again, Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Watch the pass.
On 3rd down, Daniels. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Fletcher Cox drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Back to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they try the right side here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now the handoff looking right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go. Shots, let's get. I got 2 shots. Slam, slam, slam. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Check safety, check safety.
Now they try the right side here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Check your hot read. Check 26, check 20. Check.
They go counter with Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Set, hut, and read. In your face. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Watch the safety creep.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
Time to bring the bass bird.
Sir, I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even